TheSmartLocal.com.
How much allowance do you get?
400. I get $20 daily.
$100,
$300 to $400.
1,000.
50 per week.
$80.
Zero. Maybe negative because
Wait.
I start.
How can you get
maybe
negative?
negative.
Hey guys, welcome to Hot Take. Today we're going to find out how much allowance do Singaporean students get. We'll be going to ITE, junior college as well as polytechnic. So let's find out. How much is your monthly allowance as a poly student?
400.
How do you split your budget, like 25% on food or as transport or school stuff?
I think I always like to plan ahead, so I will be topping up my EZ-Link card. Maybe I'll save a bit on Grab because sometimes I want to splurge. I want to travel in style. Don't impulsively buy cute things.
Oh,
And then you just take your PayWave and then you yeah.
just want to ask, you don't have a part-time job, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do?
But I don't work regularly. If I've got free time, the holidays are coming up, going back to my job, and then I can splurge on maybe next year my birthday, Christmas gifts.
So at what age do you think Singaporean students should stop getting allowance?
I think around 18, 19, or at least you'd start to cut down the allowance from your parents.
How much is your allowance?
200.
Is 200 enough for you?
I mean, if I don't go around spend on questionable things, I think, yeah, it's a...
What are questionable things? Let me guess, labubu.
Don't tell them.
So how do you split your allowance usually?
I don't really have like a percentage. It's more of like, okay, this month until the month ends already, right? I left with how many, I save how many.
At what age do you think Singaporean students should stop getting allowance?
I think it's not about age. It's more of like, when are you financially capable of supporting yourself?
Yeah.
But let's say if you're a poly graduate that you already have a job, you feel like you are comfortable enough support yourself financially. I think it's a good time to also stop getting allowance from your parents also.
How much allowance do you get monthly?
Monthly, I'm not actually sure though.
As in yours is daily, monthly, weekly?
Daily.
So daily is how much?
It's like $10 or $15.
So about 200
yeah, it's about
to
200.
250 thereabouts.
Yeah.
Okay, and you?
Zero. Maybe negative because I
Negative? Wait. How can you get
maybe
negative allowance?
because I was paying the bills a little bit. It's because I was working and my first salary is 3.2k. I haven't gotten any allowance since I think last year.
So you basically support yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
She's an independent woman.
At what age do you think Singaporean students should stop getting allowance from their family members?
Once they hit 18 onwards, I think parents should reduce, not totally stop, reduce maybe.
And so reduce until they get a full-time
Yeah,
job?
until they get a full-time job. Yeah.
How much is your monthly allowance as a poly student?
It really differs every month because my parents don't give me allowance. I earn it from my own part-time job. It can be as high as 1k or as low as 2-3,000. 2-300.
2-3,000? No, sia,
My parents give me $250 each month.
How do you budget it, percentage-wise?
I don't. I just put 50 into my other bank so that I don't overspend. But technically it doesn't work because I will transfer back to my bank.
YOLO with her
My
money.
money can earn back, so...
Good food cannot find.
Yes, that's right.
How much is your monthly allowance?
My monthly allowance is $300 to $400.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So this amount that is given by your parents, is it enough?
Currently as a poly student, maybe not.
Oh, not enough? So what exactly are you spending on at this?
A lot of things actually.
Like what? Like what?
Clothes, food, especially food. Yeah.
So in a month on average, how much do you spend on food?
Maybe $300 to $400 on food.
Wow. Oh, that's a lot. At what age do you think Singaporean students should stop getting allowance from their guardian or parents?
Because I did work quite a bit during the holidays. So I stopped taking allowance from my mum for 6 months. So it was quite stable for me until I went completely broke. So I started asking for allowance more. So I think maybe after tertiary education.
How much allowance do you get and who do you get your allowance from?
So per week, I get $80 from my father.
So do you feel like the $80 that you get is enough for your spending?
I feel like $80 is more than enough, especially since JC food is quite relatively cheap.
So other than food, what are some of the things that you spend on?
I spend most of my money on notes.
Wow!
Especially because it's very expensive in JC.
At what age do you think people should stop getting allowance?
21, 22? Yeah, I think that's a good age to stop getting allowance. Because after that, I feel like you're independent enough and you can go out to start working already. And by then, you should have quite a lot of side hustles or part-time jobs to have accumulated money for yourself.
How much allowance do you get and who do you get it from?
$12 a day from my mom.
I get around
30, I guess, for a week.
So do you feel like what you guys get is enough to
It's
cover?
definitely enough, it's more than enough. So I believe my parents, they've taken good care of me lah. So
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it's enough also. They give me a bit more because, I can save it and then use it when I want lah.
Do you guys have any side hustles that you guys do to earn a bit of extra income?
I worked for 1 month, I think last December. I guess.
What do you work?
I was working in FairPrice, I guess. It was
Ah.
quite fun experience. They let me be center and all, so
Then you dress with the whole thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so fun!
quite fun. I was giving sweets around and all the kids. I worked for like 21, 25 days. I got around 2,000 plus lah.
Wow,
Because got Christmas, right? They gave double pay and all, so it's
wow.
fine.
At what age do you think people should stop getting an allowance?
maybe after they finish their NS around like 20, 21. In NS you also get paid a lot. So I believe you should save up that money and start your own side hustle. And should stop depending on your parents.
So how much allowance do you get and who do you get it from?
I get $20 daily from my father.
Same as her.
Do you feel like it's enough to cover your expenses?
Yeah, it's enough because like my dad will cook for me at home, so like I'll go home and eat dinner.
At what age do you think people should stop getting allowance?
I think maybe once they start working, because uni they should like also enjoy themselves with a bit of allowance, because uni the curriculum is like quite tough also, because I have an elder sister and like I've seen her like struggle a lot in uni at the start. So like I think giving some allowance for her to enjoy during her break times is like crucial for her to like have an enjoyable experience.
Like re-energize and
Yeah.
get back. Okay, nice.
How much allowance do you get per month and who gives it to you?
Every week I will get my allowance, $100. I also earn a bit for myself every week because I'm working as an assistant coach. I earn about $30 per session, so I have like 300 every week.
So 1 month you have 1.2k. Is this enough?
Most probably no, but I'm not trying to worry about it, because if I worry about it, my education is also like on the line, because I have to think about other things also.
So at what age do you think you should stop getting allowance?
I think once you're ready to work, I guess 24 or 25.
How much allowance do you get per month and who gives it to you?
Allowance, my mother will give, and she will give around 1,000.
My mother would actually give me allowance, but I would like reject it since I'm currently working in a part-time. So I don't want to like burden them. My part-time I earn from 400 to 600 a month.
Is 400 to 600 enough for you?
To me, just myself alone is enough.
Can you help me like break down what your expenditure is and what you actually get to save?
So I spend on EasyLink, and then EasyLink top up right 100 for like the month, and then the rest is food. From there I'll see if I not that I save.
So you spend first and then whatever balance you save. Okay, you.
For me, I would save at least 20% of my salary, and the rest I will top up card, then the rest will be on food.
For you, it's save first, then whatever else you play with it.
Yes, correct.
How much allowance do you get per month and who gives it to you?
So currently I don't get any money allowance from my parents, but I do currently work as stewarding and some other side jobs, and I'm earning about around 1.4-ish around there per month.
As a student or as you are right now, is it enough?
As a student currently, yeah, it's survivable.
Then from there, can you help me break down what you save and what you spend on?
I mostly just try to save as much as possible. Whatever remaining, I just keep as much. Once my next month's salary come in, the cycle repeats. The main one is that I don't spend more than half of what I earn.
At which age do you think people should stop getting allowance?
I feel like around Sec 3, Sec 4, that's where you are able to start working part-time jobs outside. For me personally, I start working for myself at the age of 14, 15. It's like a warm-up to work in society.
How much allowance do you get per month and who gives it to you?
I get $30 for 2 weeks. I don't get allowance because I help out with my mom's work.
How much do you earn there?
Bad days, I guess I would say 90 per month. Good days, I guess I'll say 200.
So do you think that this amount is enough?
No.
Even for your daily stuff as a student?
Enough for food lah, maybe on some days if I diet. Yeah.
Studying in ITE is not cheap.
Okay,
Need to buy a lot of stuff for school.
At what age do you think people should stop getting allowance?
The moment they get a part-time job. A part-time job basically teaches us what's it like to be our parents and to set aside savings and to spend on others.
When you graduate studying, maybe university, then maybe stop giving allowance.
So at that point, even though they are studying, they should be having some sort of part-time job lah, if they can.
If they can lah, yeah.
How much allowance do you get?
$10 to $15 a day.
So it's like a daily thing for you?
Yes, because my mother does not trust me with money.
Is $15 enough for you?
Honestly, yes. Like, cause I'm also like a student, and you know they give us discounted prices, so everything's still affordable.
Do you kind of like segment it like, okay, maybe like some amount of money is for food and then some for transport, or is it all just for food?
Usually I just spend it on food, but you know if there's leftover, I'll like probably just buy random things. That's why I don't really get trusted with money.
Random things like what?
You know, like I will buy like really stupid things.
At what age do you think people should stop getting allowance from their parents or guardian?
You know, whatever age that their parents are comfortable to continue giving till, we will appreciate the help. You know, money is always accepted.
That is right. That is right. I like your style. I like it. I love it. How much allowance do you get?
Oh, I get about 50 per week, so it's like about 200.
And do you think this allowance that you get is enough?
Actually, it's enough because I don't usually go out as often because I'm like stuck in school for CCA. So I'm like down with school food only, which is relatively cheaper than outside food.
At what age do you think people should stop getting allowance from their parents or guardian?
To me, I don't ask for allowance at all. It's like
They just
if
give.
let's say they want to give, then give.
Oh.
So I don't ask.
So let's say if they don't give, then what happens?
I rely on my own savings.
Oh, wow. We love an independent woman in 2025. How much allowance do you get?
$300 per month. I get 100 per week.
And is this amount enough for you?
No, cause for me, right, I like to like eat, cause like food is life, right? And then like Singapore got like nice food, guys.
Okay, for you, is it enough?
No,
Yours?
because we have 5 days school. Average, I eat like a meal in school is like $7. $10 a day is definitely not enough. I still have to work part-time.
So you have a part-time job to kind of supplement your allowance, right?
Once a week, I only get to work less than 5 hours, which is like 400 a month like that.
Wow, okay. For you, do you have any part-time jobs or side hustles?
I earn like $12 per hour. Yeah, so I work like around like 3 days per week, and I think that's enough to cover like my monthly expense.
Which is her shopping money lah, basically lah, right? How much allowance do you get?
400, 500.
Then for you, how much allowance do you
I get
get?
around 300.
Do you think that is enough?
Yeah, it's enough. It's quite a lot in my opinion already.
Not really. So I have to cover up with part-time work.
So for this side hustle, how much more do you make?
Around 1 to 2K.
Wow, okay. How do you usually budget? Like, do you put like a certain percentage for food, transport, or you just like spend?
I try to save 200, 300 per month.
Wow.
Then probably spend about $50 to $100 on transport like that.
Yeah, around 50% is savings. Yeah, and then the rest I'll just aga.
Okay, in summary, I do feel that it is clear different students have different experiences in managing their allowances, but I feel that it all boils down to 3 main things, and that is how they balance their own personal needs, what their family is capable of actually supporting them with, and also how financially independent they want to be in that stage of life that they are in. I mean, some, they don't need money at all, some they still do rely on support from their parents and guardian, but ultimately I feel that once you start working, you should definitely be able to support yourself and not depend on allowance lah. Thank you for watching this episode of Hot Take. If you like this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe. If you agree with anything or you disagree, you can leave it down in the comments below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell right over here and watch our other videos over there. Bye! Plus it's lunchtime. I want to buy lunch. Student price.